Hey, this is Casales Electric with another video. If you're having electrical problems with your Mercedes, I have a 2008 Mercedes E-Class E350. Most of the Mercedes are similar, so unless you have a newer one, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty standard and basic the way this is. So I'm having problems in my trunk with the electrical, with my third brake light, my license plate lights. Also, my trunk is not opening and closing. I have to manually do it with a key. And anyways, I'm going to show you what the problem is. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, most likely, you know, what your problem is. The way these Mercedes are ran is on the passenger side, you're going to see a wire harness. Now, I took this off. There was basically two clips on here. Well, there was some clips down here that you had to use a star screwdriver, with the little star to get out the little clip here and a little clip back there. And then up here, you can't see over there in the corner, there was another little clip, and there's one more clip right here. Basically, the way you get those little clips out, let me show you. This is the clip. You get your screwdriver. This is going to be in there. All you're going to see is this. And you stick your screwdriver between here and a little tiny thin flathead screwdriver like this one. And basically, this little inner part will slide right out. Let me show you. Oh, I put it back together already. But anyways, when it slides right out, this little thing becomes loose and this will pop right out. It took me a couple of them to figure that out. And I was just kind of using brute strength. And thank God I didn't break the clip. But so the first thing you want to do is slide this part out. It'll slide right out, and then you can take out this big little chunk. So after you get this, once you get that off, I didn't think it was necessary to take off this whole thing. If you just want to be quick about it, kind of get this off. If I was able to get this off, I would have got this off. I'm sure this little plastic clip comes off. It would make it a little easier. But then let me show you. There was this little black arm bar that was on there, and this is the protecting of the wire. And this was pretty simple, a lot simpler than I thought to come off. Let me see. Basically, it goes like this, and all there is, oh no, it went like this, and all there is just these two little tiny snap-ons. And you get your little flathead screwdriver, and you're going to have to pry it from the inside. You get your screwdriver, let me show you. You just wedge it right here under them and kind of snap them off. Snap one off, snap two off. Whole thing comes right off. Very simple. And then it's going to expose the wiring harness right here. Now these wires are pretty much all the wires that are controlling everything back here. That's going to be your third brake light, your license plate lights, and also the function of your trunk. So if you look back here, and I found that this is actually a common problem, maybe a defect. I mean, it's nothing. I thought it was pack rats, but it's just wear and tear from being a while. But if you follow these down, you can cut this cloth off. But most likely, more common than not, it's going to be this little wire right here. If you saw that, that's what I discovered. It's a little wire that's just broke off. And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this little zip tie. Get some dikes or probably just a screwdriver and manhandle it. It should come off pretty simple. So once I get that zip tie off, it exposes all these wires. Now what happens is when this trunk opens and closes over time, slides these wires just a little bit. And I mean, this is about 10, 11 years old, this car. And after about 3 or 4,000 open and closes, something's going to give. So, anyhow, what you want to do is you probably want to really inspect these wires and make sure there's nothing else. So right now, what I can see just visually, it looks like that brown wire, which is your ground, looks like that one's the only one that's broken. So once I repair that, all I'm going to do is strip about maybe a 1/4 inch on each side, solder the 2 points back together. If you don't have soldering or you don't know how to use solder, like I'm not really good at solder, so I might just put a wire nut on it, do it Mexican style, and then put some duct tape or some electrical tape right over it and call her good, put everything back together. And I don't think it's going to be a problem. But if you do know how to solder, it'd be a good thing. Just put a couple pieces of solder on those two and join those wires together, and everything's going to work. So And that's it. Hopefully this video helped you out. Um, and if it did, press a like or subscribe or do something like that. I'm trying to make some money sometimes, so I need some subscribers. All right. Thank you very much.